What's up, YouTube? Namaste to the soul group, soul family, star family out there. What's happening to the subconscious community? Is Nick here from Full Moon Fallen Astro Topics, baby. It's about 2 in the morning here in Mission Viejo, OC, Cali, baby, from the state of Cali. And let's see. What's the date? Official date for today would be the 11th. Monday, so it's 2 in the morning. So I just want to make a quick video about the energies right now. I'm just getting back from the Justin Timberlake concert up in LA that I randomly was able to go to today or tonight with my grandma, because some plans fell through with other family members. So that was fucking cool. Oh damn, I'm not supposed to cuss in these videos yet. Well, fuck it. Justin Timberlake was having a good time cussing tonight, man. that was funny as hell, man. All right, so let's talk about the energies a little bit. Dig the turquoise hematite new Taurus necklace, and then we got the scorpion, purple scorpion. I don't know if you can see that shit or not. There we go. Now got some color therapy, green heart chakra, you know, glasses here, so we're finna rock that shit. Y'all, what's up, y'all? All right, so aspects for today, transits, man. A lot of cool shit, man. A lot of interesting shit. So I was at this concert, man, digging all this, and it was crazy, man. You know, I was just digging, you know, the movement of the planets through the houses, through the hours of the day, and you know, we're just going to talk a little bit, dive into some of the direct, you know, aspects right now with some of the energies and some of the planets right now in their current transits. So, you know, you know, I like to go in order a lot of times, but I want to talk about just go into some specific aspects that have been the shit tonight and that kind of thing. So let's get into that right now. So as I just checked the transits right before I'm about to make this video here. So, the first aspect here is Moon in Taurus, and that is conjunct Uranus and Mars. So Uranus just made his way into Taurus finally, and then we have Mars in Taurus, 16 degrees. Uranus is still at 0 degrees, you know, it's moving slow as shit. And then we got the Moon in 13 degrees Taurus right now as I'm making this video. So the Moon is conjuncting, about to directly... you know, the conjunction between the Moon and Mars will be perfected in about 6 hours when the Moon's on 16 degrees Taurus with Mars. But this is very interesting. Just talking about the Moon conjunct Mars in Taurus real quick. That's a super interesting alignment and a super interesting aspect, because what we're dealing with here is we have the Moon, which represents our subconscious and our yin and our emotions and our reactions, responses and reactions. So this is the way that we're all feeling and what we're reacting to and responding to right now. Like, basically, this is the shit right now. And the Moon is exalted in Taurus here. So Taurus representing the fixed earth quality of the zodiac, the feminine side of Venus rulership. And so what we have here is being fixated on your own way of thinking and being practical. It's fixed earth, so it's a goddamn boulder. And so you know, it's a building, basically. It's a structure. It represents the earth herself, the actual, you know, the actual elements, being fixed earth. It's the physical manifestation of the earth. So getting into that, we have, you know, the Moon is exalted here, so this is the highest heaven, the highest realm for the Moon. The Moon really digs it here. She's able to really express herself here and stabilize her emotions through the 5 senses, which is beautiful, because Taurus represents fixed earth, so it rules the body and it rules the 5 senses in particular. So just those, you know, those 5 senses, making Taurus basically the ruler of the physical realm, you know, because, I mean, that's why it's earth, so it's the ruler of our physical realm here, you know. So Taurus runs that shit, and so, you know, we got some interesting star clusters in the Taurus constellation, like the Pleiades cluster of the 7 sisters here in the shoulder of the bull, and then we've got the V-shaped Hyades star cluster, which is the 6 sisters in the face of the bull and the eyes of the bull, and then we ultimately have Archangel Michael, Aldebaran chilling right there in the other eye of the bull. So it's the Watcher of the East, Archangel Michael, and then we got the Hyades, Pleiades. It's a lot of cool, interesting stuff. So, but in that Taurus constellation, a lot of those stars now, such as Aldebaran and Hyades, and all them are in Gemini now. So in the third house, third celestial house. So that's a little bit about the moon right there. Right now in Taurus, the moon in Taurus. And then, so when we talk about Mars in Taurus, see, the moon is exalted and she loves, this is her favorite, Taurus is the moon's favorite place to be. It's like she's at the studio, right? Like Flight Boss says, at the studio, right? Digging, just loving being here. She wants to be there all the time, but you can't have that all the time. You got to go to work and all different stuff, do shit you don't want to do, whatever, and balance it out. The moon loves being here, but Mars does not like being here because this is Venus's house. Mars isn't able to express himself here. So we have Mars, who's a hot and dry, masculine, energetic planet, which is dealing with our passion, desires, motivations, willpower, warlike energies, and energies, and also being natural ruler of men too. So we have Mars here, which is in Taurus, 16 degrees, and the name of the reception for Mars being in Taurus would be Mars being in detriment. That's what it's called. Mars is in detriment here in Taurus. It's not technically fallen, but it's debilitated, being in detriment. So Mars basically hates being here, doesn't fuck with Taurus. So that's what's up. Taurus is the bull, so it takes them a long time to graze out in the fields because there's so much acreage to cover. And Mars, is messing with ruling the Scorpion and the Ram. So the Ram's running around, fighting each other all day and like climbing mountains and shit, whereas the Taurus bull is just chilling out in the fields all day. And they're both very powerful forces, but it's just Mars versus Venus. So that's why Mars doesn't mess with Taurus, doesn't hang out there in Taurus. So we get in there, and then yeah, so when the moon is actually, when the moon shows up, the moon and Mars are not very, compatible energies. They're not very similar energies, but the moon is still able to help Mars out a little bit and give him a bath and all that, because Mars is in detriment, and it's just nice. The moon will just kind of nourish Mars, perhaps, but the Mars and the moon are not very compatible energies, not naturally associated. I personally have Mars and moon direct perfected sextile in my chart, so that's cool, man. At Earth water sextile, so that's cool. Negative charge sextile. So yeah, man, that's a bunch of Taurus shit. Now we got Uranus here now too, technically conjunct in here too, so where we're experiencing changes and opposition and rebellion here, being Uranus there. That Uranus energy is also in Taurus now too, on the cusp of power, 0 degrees Taurus. So still experiencing that Aries energy, that cardinal fire, initiating and creating new ways of how to see and feel. That's what Aries represents. And the masculine rulership of Mars, where Mars was recently. So Mars is transiting his way through Taurus. He's already halfway through. So unless he goes retrograde, he's going to make it through soon. He'll be fine. But the moon's in there, so that's very interesting. So basically, our reactions are going to have an extra kick, an extra energetic kick, but it could be a very debilitated kick. It could be us, reacting to our own debilitated motivations and desires and passions, and it's like, and it could be very intense. The moon is very intense, so you feel these things very deeply, and it's like, holy shit, like everyone's being presented right out on the table right now. It's all out on the damn chopping block. It's all out on the table right now. All of your debilitated passions and all that. And everyone's going around acting like a crazy MF and crazy bitch. Everyone's acting crazy, man. And plus we got the Mercury retrograde in Pisces right now. It's a whole bunch of juicy shit. So let's get to the rest of the aspects real quick. So we finished up here with that. But interesting about these is Mars and all these planets we just talked about here, Mars and the moon and Uranus here, but mainly just focus on moon and the Mars. They are both forming a square to Venus in Aquarius. She's at 11 degrees Aquarius as I'm making this video. So the moon earlier, I noticed that the moon was directly, the square aspect, the 90-degree angle was perfected between the moon and Venus right there. They were both at 11 degrees. Moon was at 11 degrees Taurus and Venus at 11 degrees Aquarius. So both in fixed signs. So, but now, Venus, there's just, it's not a perfected aspect, but it's still the aspect there of the square of the 90-degree angle of the learning process. But still an aspect there. With Venus being in fixed air, transiting the 11th house of Aquarius. Fixed air representing being fixated on your own way of thinking and communicating, right? Aquarius. So the masculine side of Saturn rulership. So, so that's crazy, man. So that's cool. But also these energies of Mars, Uranus, and the moon in Taurus are also trining Saturn and Pluto in Capricorn. So Saturn representing our boundaries and restrictions and stability and dark and hard things of that nature. Saturn, that's what Saturn represents, and Saturn's in his feminine rulership right now of Capricorn, so he's getting a freaking pedicure and he's getting a mani-pedi and all that shit. It's pretty fun, man. But Pluto's over there too, in providing an extra deep layer of deep transformation and things like that. Basically deep dark shit, crazy shit. So shit's going down in Capricorn right now too. So they're trining, giving us a gift, basically an earth gift of cardinal earth, which is Capricorn, which is the 10th house, and that's initiating, creating new ways of thinking and being practical. So creating a goddamn solid ass blueprint based off of nothing but the motherfucking facts, you dig? So that's Capricorn right there. So but luckily the moon's not in Capricorn anymore, where she's debilitated. She's in Taurus, where she's exalted, and Saturn's. So it's a much more pleasurable trine right now, except for Mars. Because Saturn is loving it right now, and Moon is loving it. So they're providing that beautiful gift for us there between our, being able to really stabilize our emotions, as well as our passions, willpowers, motivations, and desires, and things like that. So that's a little bit about that, some of the earth energies we have going on right now. Let's just finish it off here talking about the sun here in, actually real quick with Venus here in Aquarius. She's actually forming a sextile or a 60-degree angle with Jupiter in Sagittarius at 22 degrees. So Sagittarius being the 9th house, representing mutable fire, also being symbolic of being mutable and adaptable to your own way of seeing and your own and others' ways of seeing and feeling. So that's where a lot of wisdom and knowledge comes out, because Jupiter's here in his masculine rulership. So Jupiter is giving us that beautiful, higher knowledge and wisdom and abundance that he brings to the table, that uncle-like energy. He brings that to the table for Venus, and they come together. And so Venus representing our love and appreciation and values and relationships and art and things like that. They're coming together and giving us a really nice little sextile there, a really nice little opportunity there. So, I was telling you, I was at a concert tonight where, vibe was high and vibe was good. It was killing, but it wasn't perfected. It wasn't like, whoa, it wasn't like Venus and Jupiter on the same, perfecting that 60-degree angle. They're probably like, closer to maybe 70 degrees apart or something right now, but they're still trining based off of the signs they're in and things like that. But Jupiter being at 22 degrees, Venus being at 11. So eventually that'll perfect, because Jupiter is going to be moving slow as fuck, and then Venus is going to move through Aquarius quick. So she'll be moving through, she'll get to 22 degrees or whatever. Jupiter will be at 24 or some shit by then. So we'll move that on. It'll be cool. So, so that's a little bit about that, a little bit more. And now we're going to talk about the energies that Jupiter, we just talked about in Sagittarius, 22 degrees. Oh, and by the way, Saturn is 18 degrees Capricorn right now, and Pluto's 22 degrees Capricorn. But getting on to the next point, we're talking about what is also squaring at a 90-degree angle, and this aspect is almost about to perfect between our beautiful planets and luminaries transiting through the 12th house of Pisces right now, of mutable water. representing and being symbolic of being mutable and adaptable to your own and others' ways of feeling and dealing with the emotions. So riding the goddamn waves. Y'all know what it is. Sun is 20 degrees Pisces right now. That's what's up. About to perfect that 90-degree angle. So they're about 92 maybe degrees off, 88, one of those, away from each other right now. Jupiter being 22 degrees Sag, Sun being 20 degrees Pisces when I make this video. So very illusory, you know, very emotional. We have Neptune here too, conjunct the Sun at 16 degrees Pisces. So Neptune giving us that extra layer of deep, damn dreams, illusions, and visions and all that. So that's, you know, it's a very dreamlike time right now. A lot of illusions going around. Plus, you know, and the next thing we're going to talk about is the Mercury retrograde happening at 27 degrees Pisces. So Mercury's sliding his monkey ass backwards off the cusp of rebirth with Aries back into damn Pisces, where he's fallen and in detriment. So Mercury is by far the worst aspected planet right now, just based off of his transit. But he'll be out in that shit in the next few weeks. You know, end of this month, this whole month will be crazy, and then end of this month will be Mercury direct again, going into Aries again, pretty quickly within a week or two. So. Venus, and then by that time, Mercury will be conjunct Venus. Venus will be in Pisces, where she's exalted. So that's beautiful. So that's gonna be very helpful for people, you know, and cats like me, ruled by the motherfucker Mercury. So, okay, so let's finish this thing up here. So, Mercury dealing with our thinking and communication, intellectual thoughts and communication. So it's in mutable water. There's no such thing as thinking and communicating that shit. It can only be felt and vibed through vibrations. It cannot be told and spoken. That's what Mercury deals with. It's left brain. Pisces is the feminine side of Jupiter rulership. Its right brain is shit. Right brain is fuck. Super right brain. Wow, I'm cussing a lot in this video. This is a whole new thing. I don't know if this will, you know, it's a hit or miss whether I'm cussing or not in life. You know, a lot of times I do in my personal life, but then a lot of times I'm able to turn that switch, you know, turn that shit off and turn that switch. So we'll see what's up, man. You know, if I'm going to have a lot of kids watching this channel, I'm probably not going to be saying, you know, motherfucking shit all the time, but you know, for the subconscious community and everyone, man, you know, come on, man, like, you know, 2019, like, I talk, you know, I say whatever the fuck I want, so, in life, man, but, you know, if I'm gonna have kids watching this, we're probably gonna keep it more friendly, or who knows, but we're gonna, you know, finish this shit up real quick here. So we have a learning process between those energies of Sun, Mercury, you know, Sun being our actions and conscious awareness versus the Moon, you know, reactions and subconscious awareness. So Moon's what we're conscious of right now, consciously aware of and acting on. So we're acting on all these crazy illusions. Believe me, it's been fun. I've been laughing a lot recently. Like, whoa, like, damn, all right. Like, you know, just the way people have been acting recently and thinking and communicating is like, you know, there's so much illusion and it's crazy. It's very dreamy, but, you know, it's good. I mean, like, you know, you can meet some dreamy partners and things like that right now. Actually, yeah, for me, dude, I have the Sun, all this shit's transiting my 7th house right now. So, you know, this is what's up. This is what's up, man. You best believe that shit's going down. It's been fun, man. Life is crazy, man. We living it out here, man. I got to do a video with my alignments in my chart or something, so y'all can learn a little bit. But we're gonna wrap this video up here. I hope hope y'all have dug this. And let's see, did we miss any cats? We got them all. So we're good here. Also, the cool thing about all these planets, Sun, Mercury, and Neptune here in Pisces are sextiling, forming a 60-degree angle with Mars, Moon, and Uranus here in Taurus. So particularly Mars and the Moon with the Sun and, you know, Neptune and Mercury. So it's interesting, giving us that opportunity. Sextile is giving you an opportunity, right? So it's cool stuff, man. Hope y'all have dug, man. I think we're going to cap this here, man. I got way too many things going on in my mind that I'm channeling, but, you know, this is the full moon fallen, man, and it's Mercury retrograde in Pisces, and, you know, we just did all the transits, so y'all should know what's going on right now. I'm hip to this, you know, I'm feeling it, of course. And communication is crazy right now, but it doesn't have to be super whack, that's for sure. So, hey, love y'all, man. Thanks for tuning in. Namaste. And we'll catch you on the next vid for sure. Peace.